What's up, YouTube? Mr. Llama SC here, and today we got something wild. This is a Diablo 2 Resurrected 2.4, the PTR, crazy map bug that we have here. It's actually insane, and I don't even know how this is happening. I would have to just send it and see what the developers say, but this is something that I've never really seen happen before. Diablo has had things kind of like this, but not like this exactly. So when I say kind of like this, I mean, if you guys remember back in Diablo 2 Legacy, sometimes there would be maps that would spawn without like a waypoint. I believe it was the Glacial Trail was one of them, and maybe like one other. There was a couple seeds where there would be no waypoint whatsoever on the map, and if you use the waypoint to go to it, it would just like dump you onto the map somewhere, and it was very strange. This is a little bit wilder than that. So this is a character, a normal character right here that somebody sent to me, and they were like, "Hey, Llama, I cannot find the exit to my underground passage." And I was like, "Okay, I bet you." They were like, "Can you find it?" And I was like, "I bet you a sub that I can find your exit." Because normally what happens is they come to me and they're like, "I don't know where it is," and then they send the map and I'm like, "It's right there," and they're like, "Oh, okay." But I had to give this guy a sub because I want you guys to look at this map right now and tell me where the exit is. Because it's just missing. That's level 2 right over here. This is not an exit tile at all. This exit tile needs to be up here, but this is a dead end tile. So this of course doesn't exit out. Mid right, I promise you. You might think it is, but that wouldn't follow the rules at all of how these maps are generated, and it's also just not an exit tile, right? Like, there's very specific tiles of what it is. So then there was the question, is it a glitch in the map? But it's not a glitch in the map, because the mini-map isn't an issue, right? So then we were doing further testing, and I'm like, "Send me this file." And he sends me the file, and the exit does not exist, you guys. There is no exit in this map. And this only exists in PTR, and I can't even go to the Dark Woods waypoint because it'll crash the game immediately. Just as an FYI. It will actually just crash the game. So you go to the Black Marsh, then we can like run back here to the Dark Wood. And we can follow this down. And the game has crashed. It is busted. The game actually has no ability here to load this piece. It just like the map generation screwed up, and that's it. And so we take this character and do some changes on it, and set it here, and this is where we end up. So if we go to, if you take this character, we have to get through this little part of the the game. Now, I'm just gonna jump over to the widescreen game while this happens, and I'm gonna open image in new tab. This is when you take this exact character and port them over to Diablo 2. This is now the map, and you can see it's the same exact map, but it opens up to the left here so that we have the exit right there. And the same thing is actually true in live D2R as well. It's this exact same thing. But as soon as PTR comes in, this piece up here just disappears. The map like cuts that off right there, and that tile no longer exists. Absolutely wild how it happens. So I was like, that's crazy, once in a lifetime thing that we're just, never gonna see again. And then a couple days later, somebody comes to me and goes, hey, Mr. Llama, I don't have I don't have an exit to my underground passage. And I'm like, oh no. This one has TP. This will be a little faster. I'm like, oh no, not again. And this is a different map right here, but the same exact idea. The map just ends. And we once again do not have an exit tile at all, nor do we have an exit. All we get is the underground passage level 2. Nothing, of course, down here. That's it. We run into the exact same situation. Now this one, we actually can use the Darkwood waypoint. And we can try and go to this tile. And the game crashes. It won't let us get to the tile. So it's just insane. And once again, the same thing. If you take this character file and you move it over to Diablo 2, you have the same thing. You will actually have an exit tile there, and the game will function perfectly. But somewhere in 2.4, somehow something changed where now the map generation does not give you a Darkwood exit from the underground passage. In one in a million. I don't know what the chances are, how many maps have it or how many seeds have it like that. But at least 2 seeds that I know of now have that. And it's wild because that could just completely destroy your character, right? Like if you're playing offline and you start a character and you're running and you get to that, you can't reset the maps. So your character's just dead in the water. That's it. Because there's no more going and changing the maps out. You don't have a difficulty to change to. You can't do swapping around with, like we could before, TCP/IP. So, yeah, it's weird. We've created a bug report for Blizzard, but just very strange. It's just very strange that is a new bug that we found. And once again, like I said, I've never seen it before. There's a few things we have seen, like I said, no waypoint. I believe it was Glacial Trail. It might be Crystalline, one of the two. In like 1 seed, maybe 2 seeds, doesn't exist there. And then there's a couple of seeds where the chest in the lower Kurost, the super chest, don't exist as well. I don't know why that is a bug, but that used to exist in Diablo 2, and that's probably it. I think that's probably all that it was. But yeah, I just thought it was super interesting, something to point out that hopefully they've patched. We'll get in 2.4. They've patched there, but if you for some reason actually get the map where there is not a Darkwood exit, and not just you couldn't find it, which is how it works 99% of the time, there may not actually be an exit. So, anyways, this is Llama Investigations coming at you. I don't know. This could be a cool title or something. Whatever. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys next time. Peace, YouTube.